Well, that was a wild 3 years. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. It's going to be interesting to see what happens this year. I wanted to share a few things that I've been putting together to do in 2023, and I thought you would be interested in those since we haven't made a video for a while, and that's all changing as of right now. So let's look at the Anderson Discoveries stuff. What are we doing there? Well, the major announcement is that we are now an official government sanctioned 501c3 nonprofit. Hey, we're thankful for that. Maybe some big donors or grants will come along that we'll be able to take advantage of, because we've got this Bible translation that we want to work on, and that is going to take millions upon millions of dollars and hiring some very talented people. We want to create a non-Christianized translation of the Bible. We want to use the oldest manuscripts that humanity has access to. We're going to do two versions of the Bible, a researcher's version that'll be as much as possible a word-for-word translation, maintaining all of the names of gods and things in the text that have been taken out, where Yahweh, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh has been turned into Lord, and Elohim has been turned into God instead of the gods, etc. So we're going to do a version that is as straight a translation as possible, as literal a translation as possible, something somewhat closer to Young's literal translation, but it'll be non-Christianized. So we're not going to inject interpretation that has been brought about from 2,000 years of tradition. We want to just do a translation from the original Hebrew and Greek and Aramaic as authentically, as scholarly as we possibly can. Okay, without bringing things in like monotheism and stuff like that and trying to overlay that onto the text. And we also want to do a reader's version, which would be markedly different. Based upon the researcher's version, we would create a reader's version, a version for the average layman to be able to start sinking their teeth into the Bible, again, not having this Christian influence. I think that is going to be very widely received, and we'll open source this kind of thing as much as we can, and that we'll make sure that we put the translation online for everybody to see and to comment on before we would finalize that. We want to go through the Gospels with the 5 questions. We're about to start doing that just this coming week, which is going to be terrific. We're going to walk through the Gospels chronologically, looking at the 5 questions. And those 5 questions are, of course, what did Yeshua say about himself, his Father, where he came from, what he came to do, and what would soon take place. And if you would just go through the Gospels with those 5 questions in mind, that can be quite life-transforming in and of itself. And I encourage you to do that. If you missed those questions, just rewind the video and write them down and just get started. But we are going to do a video series on that. Major updates of all current works, all the videos that we have, the famous 2 gardens and a snake, and all the other videos are going to be incredibly updated. We're going to have to start doing discipleship. And more and more people are becoming aware of this, of what we're talking about here. If you don't know, then go watch 2 Gardens and a Snake. And we need to teach the nature and character of God. We need to learn, what did Yeshua teach us? These are important things. We want to make sure, like the Lord said in Matthew 6:33, that we're seeking the kingdom of God, the kingdom of the Father, Abba, and his righteousness. In other words, the things that have his approval. And study tools. I don't know how I ended up with 3 O's there. Study tools. We already have a couple of study tools. We have the 5 questions, and then we have the Bible study guide. And we're going to massively increase all of the tools, including bit by bit having an entire commentary available of the Bible that, again, will be fairly open source. We've got so many more people now, like Ben Wiegold, and others who are really jumping in and doing such deep research in so many different areas that have all, come out of this. And we want to get far more material into your hands, not just from myself, but other people. And that's why we have this nonprofit, so that we can have a publishing house of our own and help people get their works published and seen, and not just in print form, but, on Substack and other places, right? Health and fitness, it's not just the body. It's not just the spiritual stuff. It's the whole body. It's everything that you are. It's making sure that you feel great when you wake up in the morning. It's trying to help you deal with some chronic dis-ease in your body. It's really important that we start to focus on health. Almost all people in the United States are overweight, and that's something we want to change. And something that I've been doing for a couple of years, and now we're starting to really grow, is the whole stem cell fasting thing. We do a 5.5-day fast, just water. We have a fasting aid as well that helps, called Burn Mode. We do these 5.5-day fasts from Sunday evening through Saturday morning. We do this the first full week of the month, except for January, this month, because it was too close to the first. We want to let people get over their partying and everything, and then we're going to do it in the second week. So we're a week out, so please join us. You can go to stemcellfast.com. Maybe I should just type that there for you on the screen. Stemcellfast.com. Go there, and right now there's just a countdown, but we're putting a whole website there. It's almost all done. It should be, I don't want to say that it absolutely will be, but it should be live before we get started on this new fast, or at least sometime during our fast, that site will go live. So that'll be exciting. And we're going to do lots of video coaching and things. We do a lot on Telegram, so you can always find us on Telegram. Just put my name into Telegram, and I should come up there. We just spent some time today changing a few things on Telegram to help discovery, because people have said that they had a hard time trying to find the group. Try now. Might be a bit better. Meal plans. Want to teach people how to eat, and not just talking about your macros, carbs and fats and protein levels, but we want to look at micronutrients, and we want to look at eating a diet that's medicinal. And so, my first career as a chef, I love food. I cook all my food from, not all my food, but the vast majority of my food I cook from scratch. And my doggy's making a bit of noise over here. Sorry about that. How to work out in the gym. Now, listen, this is something I think is going to be very popular. I didn't go into the gym most of my life because I don't know what I'm doing there. And now I go to the gym, and I go to the gym with full intention. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have a routine. I'm doing a particular set of exercises. I don't deviate from that. I get in there, I get it done, I get out, and I see the results. And so I've been working on a program that will teach you how to walk into a gym, identify 6 machines on the floor that every gym is going to have, 5 of them at least, every gym is going to have. Actually, we went to a gym the other day, did not have it. It was an old gym. It was like an old rec center in a very poor neighborhood. But you go into any Planet Fitness, $10 a month, not vouching for Planet Fitness. I use Planet Fitness and other gyms. But if I can give you the way to identify the machines, how to set it up, how to actually use the machine properly to get results, how to time protein consumption with your work in the gym, then you will see results really quickly, and you'll quickly gain confidence in the gym. Once you've done it 2 or 3 times, you'll just be in there, get it done, get out. And then you'll notice what is really true, that, even when a gym is full, you can watch people, and the vast majority of people don't have a clue what they're doing. And they're just wasting their time. They're never going to see results. And so I want to show you how you can get results. Male or female, doesn't matter. But this is going to be about really heavy lifting in a safe way using machines only for now. And then you can learn more yourself and you can go off and explore the gym. But I want to get you in there familiar with 5 machines and away you go. And you'll see great results. All right. I think this is important. I want to see men particularly cut the flab, right? Get nice and trim, get lean, get strong. I don't care about big muscles, but if we can get you strong, being strong makes a difference in your life. Everything is easier. It's literally like you go to move something and it might have been before, and now it's just, oh, wow, look at that. I can just do. So, being functionally strong is very useful in life. And I want to teach you, and I'm going to show you how to be functionally strong just using a few pieces of equipment in the gym. All right. Present session. We've done a few present sessions on the Friday nights of the fasting, and we're going to make that a regular occurrence. All right. A regular occurrence. I've already gone over time. I told my lovely wife that I would be no more than 10 minutes. I've already been 11 minutes. She laughed at me when I said 10 minutes. She knows me too well. So present session, we want to focus more on that. We want people to be able to be still, to be conscious, to be self-aware, to be able to look around themselves, see where they are, what's going on. That's important, right? My green screen here. Look, it doesn't look very great, does it? I've tried to tweak it, and I don't have my big studio like I used to have. I've got a tiny little recording booth here, but hey, it's working. I should move on because I'm getting way over time. All right, current events. So this is something that's also important to cover this year because there are things that are going on that tie into the kingdom, and we need to know about these things. What does the Bible have to say about this time? It appears, and there's a lot of general agreement amongst many people of all different kind of religious persuasions that something is up, right? Something is going on. We see all these UFOs in our skies. People are seeing these UFOs like crazy. I'll make an easy prediction. Very soon, a large number of people are going to simultaneously record, document on video, a large UFO, probably from an aircraft, from a bunch of people on the plane. And we're probably going to end up with this massive UFO being streamed live all around the world. So I think that'll probably happen in 2023. Let's see. Okay. Keeping track of major and unnoticed moves, right? There's lots of stuff that happens on the surface that everyone's talking about, right? But also the unnoticed moves by Yahweh's puppets. All right. And they're not all of one religious persuasion neither, right? Make sure we don't fight against fellow humans. Very important, right? Don't go after the people that are being gaslit, right? Being turned into a scapegoat, so you don't look at who the real enemy is, right? Yahweh is our enemy, the prince of the power of the air. So we've got to keep track of this because it all ties in. Some of this stuff is on the news and much of it is not. I want to bring clarity to what's going on. It's easy to get fearful. I choose instead to be fearful, just to be present, to observe and to notice what's going on as much as you can. Exposing the cult. More and more people are calling this global system a cult. I started calling it a cult more than 10 years ago, and now it's commonplace. I like that. It's good to see because it is a cult, and we're going to explore that cult in great detail. I've been promising several videos, and one of them is the Fourth Reich, the rise of Rome, and we're going to go through that in parts. Because it's too big. It's going to end up being 6 or 7, 8 hours of content as we start to dive into what is this cult really doing. Who's behind it? Well, we know who's behind it. Yahweh is behind it. And if you're a Christian, I'm sorry, Yahweh is not who Christianity has told you he is. Yahweh is instead who Jesus told you he is, both in John chapter 8 and in the Lord's revelation to John chapter 13, where our Lord Yeshua absolutely and explicitly identified Yahweh as Satan, the devil, the adversary of both humankind and the kingdom. That can be a bitter pill to swallow, but a necessary one to understand, to lift the veil. All right, so this is what I'm kind of thinking about for 2023. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. I've ummed and ahed about whether I should create a separate YouTube channel for my different kind of interests, because I'm kind of all over the place. They all connect, but there's current events and then there's deep theology. Well, I'm just going to do one channel, this channel on YouTube, and we'll see. Last year, YouTube monetized my channel, which was a great surprise. But they actually sent me an email saying, you could monetize your channel. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And so I went and did everything they asked, although they did say that if I did everything they asked in a certain period of time, they'd give me a $500 bonus just because. Well, I never saw that, and there's no one to contact about it. So the trouble with big companies today is they're pretty much untouchable. They can act with impunity. Not fair at all. Elon Musk. There's lots of power brokers in the world, people of influence. Andrew Tate. There's lots of people that are making waves. We want to take a look at those people, not for gossip, but because movers and shakers move and shake things. And we want to pay attention to that. All right. I think it's going to be a great year. I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm sorry, I haven't done a video for a long time, but that is going to change right now. So thanks for watching this one, and check out tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe we'll have something. But this year is going to be explosive. A lot's going to happen. A lot. It's going to be a very interesting year. Oh, if I had one wish coming into 2023, it would be that people, my friends, my tribe, would stop calling everything a distraction. Is everything a distraction from the distractions? There's no distractions. Everything is part of the larger puzzle. Need to take notice of everything. If you call something a distraction, then you're probably going to miss something important. So, in 2023, no more talk of things being distractions. Pay attention to everything. There is something playing out. And if we're still enough, if we're observant enough, then we can see that. And that gives us, the people, power. And we can use that power to free others. That's what I'm all about. I think you're all about that too. So thank you for being here. See you again on the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your night, your day. Bye-bye.